You know, Odin, I think we probably don't have much time for that. Actually, I do have a few other questions that we can talk about.
Well, as long as it's about social media, we have another guest that just came in right now. So who's here?
Celeste.
Hello. Oh, Celeste. Hey, how's it going?
Good.
Welcome, welcome. Jonathan and Celeste, thanks for being here. I'm expecting a few more people, but everyone, you know, how we all are. We all get busy with whatever's going on. So, Jonathan, you said you had a question about social media, perhaps.
No, not really social media. It's the first is I was signed up on Alignable, right?
Yeah.
And last week, the owner of Green Zone contacted me. I
Great.
think somehow you are associated with him, right?
I am. Yes, that's right.
Oh, okay, yeah, he suggested that I give him a call if I go to 7:30 and have a discussion. I just wanted to check with you, what do you know about his business and him?
Yeah,
And
I actually know quite a bit about his business. I've been working with him on that business, and I don't see how there's a connection between what you do and what he does.
okay,
So maybe I'll ask him about that because you're into IT and he's into what he's doing is he's got a green product that
yeah.
promotes um, organic dehydrating.
Oh, well, that's fine. I can call him and have a discussion with him.
Yeah, he's a good guy. I really do recommend working with him on
Yeah.
that regards for sure, 100%.
Yeah, I just thought to give you a kind of a quick chat and
Alignable is, by the way, social media. So if
yeah,
you're
yeah,
getting,
yeah, it is kind of like a different version of LinkedIn, right?
yeah, but it's so different. You know, now that
Yeah.
you're speaking about Alignable, I've got 339 connections on Alignable, and
Yeah.
I've been kind of touching on Alignable each and every single week, along with the LinkedIn and along with the Facebook.
Yeah.
And I'd like for you to pull those up for yourself and have those ready to go, kind of thing. So
Yeah.
you'll notice here that for the Alignable and um, you'll notice that on Alignable, and are all of us here on the line on Alignable, including you? Just wait 1 second here. Celeste, are you on Alignable as well?
Yes, I am. Sorry. The mute button's really finicky.
Yeah, for sure it is.
I am. I'm just, yeah.
And how many connections do you have on Alignable right now?
Let me look here. I'm not logged in. I'll look it up here.
Because I'm finding I am getting real business on Alignable.
Oh, really? How long have you been Alignable, Odin?
4 months now.
4 months, and you have seen results already.
Oh yeah. I've made 100 times return on my money on this.
Okay, that's good for you. Glad to hear, Odin.
But you can do the same thing.
Right? Yes, I could, and I'm doing probably not as much as you are doing. I'm very sure about that. And mine is a little bit different than yours as well, Odin. So,
it is and it isn't, because remember, you have that awesome testimonial that you have to get approved, and as soon as that testimonial is done, you can.
Yeah, that's one thing. The other is, for me, my targets would be like ideally they have an office, right? Let's say like 10 people, 10 computers or more, right? Otherwise, they probably don't see my value much. That's what I'm saying.
Well, it's true, but let's take a look at new businesses and how you grow your network. So if you go to your main page here for Alignable, and it says grow my network. So you're going to grow your network. And after you grow your network, it's going to show you the suggestions based upon your growing your profile. And so you definitely want to be looking and growing your profile as much as you can. So you want to add your business tags. You want to add your ideal clients. You want to add your About Us. You want to add, they just added this who's recommending us, this nice big bold who's recommending us, which is really good. And then they have other stuff that you can put down on here as well, all the comments that you make and so on. So it allows you to see that you're building a business. So when you go to my network, right here, and I'll put an alignable message on you because I know what it is that you do. I mean, I think it's great what you do, and I think it's absolutely needed. So this is mine in Surrey, and so I want to take a look at here's a property group. So every single property group, everything to do with property development and so on, that's who you want to be focusing in on. And so when you take, and unfortunately, when I do this, what's going to happen is it's going to go here to, so I can connect to those. So let's go to my network, and I don't have any property groups on my network, unfortunately. I chose to build business a little differently. Where is that? Here, let's go home. I'm going to go this way. There we go. So I want to look at the 339. So what you're able to do is you're able to 330. So let's take a look at all the ones that I've been connecting with, because this is what's interesting about Alignable is that it is specifically geared towards growing your business in your area. So you're downtown. So make sure you put your downtown area. I'm in Surrey. I'm getting all the Surrey business.
Right.
I don't mind that. What's interesting is that I can recommend you and you can recommend me, and that's two different referral networks that we're intermingling with each other. So here's a physiotherapist company and sports injury clinic. There's 8 connections. We can take a look at what business what their business is, and you could actually do research on who these companies are, and maybe this isn't a perfect example of your kind of client, but let's take a look at the contact, and I bet you that let's see how many people that they have. So they're not showing who they are. Let's look at the about. So they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 people. So that's pretty good. 12 people.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
There's just an example. So with a little bit of research, and this is what your virtual assistant should be able to help you with.
Yeah, so that's a good idea.
So write down, because remember, the moment you get on Facebook, I'm going to introduce you to the VA that I've been working with, and I actually just connected with my VA. I work with my VA on Facebook, and what I mean by that is that I have other projects that I'm working on, and I communicate over Facebook. So here's just one example, and I mean, if you're I do have a property management company here. Here's building supplies. So here's a building supplies company. So if we take a look at the building supplies company over here, I mean, this is a gigantic business that cannot afford to ever go down. If these guys go down, there's problems, right? And so, this is siding, finishing, stucco, masonry. There's about right here. So let's take a look. And this right here is an actual building supply store. I've been there. So here's our team. So there's 2 people on the team right there for Jatinder, and Alan is the general manager, but they probably have careers. So let's take a look. So it would be absolutely worth it to take a look at what Alignable is offering you. Guys, I have someone at the door. Give me 1 sec. Oh, thanks, guys. I appreciate that very much. So the idea here is to be able to understand who you're communicating with, and what's also interesting is that you don't know who's going to recommend you. So if you take a look at all the messages I've been sending, you're going to see here, this is how I use Alignable, and I can start using a VA for this. But on November 8th, you can see how many messages I sent out. Well, I think it was 330 or 320 different messages. And I send them out pretty much all the same. So each and every single week, you can see I've been sending out the same message. There's the one for September, October, November. And I actually am getting quite a number of people registered doing this. So what you could do is you've got you have that really awesome one pager that you created as a freebie.
Yeah.
And you could very easily say, hey, I currently created this free offer and I'd like to give it to you. And
yeah.
I mean, we'll have to work the message out, of course. It's not going to be as cheesy.
That is a very good idea, Odin. Thank you.
Well, yeah, because this gives you 200 or 300 or whatever it is people that you're going to be able to contact. And so, growing your network, you don't know who's going to recommend you, because the IT people that are out there right now, they're just kind of sitting around, right?
Yeah, for me, I guess the challenge is I'm trying to figure out like how to warm up with the strangers, right? I mean, we are all strangers on there on social media, right? So I cannot just sell right away, right? What I do, and people would just ignore me.
Right, exactly. So what we have is we have special reports. And right now, what I'm working on. I'm working on that too, but I'm working on this example guide right here. So just doing some editing to it. Guide to buying a database online. So I think that's going to be pretty interesting to a lot of people, right? Steps to take when you're buying a database online, examples of websites and offer databases, things to consider when choosing your database, Info Canada, your list guy, and then some considering an email messaging software. So that's what I'm working on. This will be just a free report to get more people interested into what it is that I'm doing. Earlier today, I downloaded. Let me just see what I downloaded. Getting clients, this one right here, which I found interesting. So this right here earlier today, just another special report, because I like looking at special reports. A simple formula to get more clients so you can have a bigger impact as a coach. And then so this was from this guy named Steve. This person became my LinkedIn lead this morning. See, this is what I did. I looked to see every single day who's communicating with me. And today, this lady here viewed my profile. And so I'm just managing this slowly and surely, right? I look to see in the morning time who's connecting with me. I appeared in 21 different searches, this kind of stuff, right? And so I checked this lady out, and then I did a search on her, and getting clients.pdf is what came up. And I was like, woohoo, cool, here's a free report, right? Yeah. So I was pretty excited to get a free report, and this free report's only 17 pages. So the idea to always think about what you can give to your clients. And remember earlier on what I mentioned is I mentioned to take that special report that you created for your clients and to build that out. So again, that's something either you can do or your client can do. Celeste, what do you give away to your clients for free to build a relationship with them?
I basically offer a free consultation. It's a marketing assessment.
Okay.
And so basically during that, I help them assess what they're lacking in marketing and what that they can do moving forward. But it also helps me assess how I can help them. And
do you have any time limit to that, or do you just take as long as it takes?
I usually tell people it's about an hour, but it usually takes about 2 hours. By the time it just ends up being a conversation for me to get to know them. I find that my closing rate with clients is higher because of that. So I've stopped trying to nitpick and shorten it.
Yeah, absolutely. That is the wisest approach that I could ever recommend anyone in business is give an unlimited amount of time for your initial consultation. I typically say it's 2 hours for our first assessment, and very often it goes to 3 or 4.
Yeah.
Very long. Yeah, because I ask 120 questions, right? All we ask ranging from time management skills to goal setting to having understanding their systems to understanding their numbers to understanding the effective marketing material. I did that with Jonathan, actually. Jonathan was a referral. He didn't even know me. And we had a first conversation, a second conversation. He had no idea what he's getting into. And lo and behold, Jonathan and I today spent an hour creating an awesome testimonial. Hopefully it gets approved. And we're just slowly and surely working on all of his strategic marketing plans. So what Jonathan's business is just a little bit different than your business, because his is an IT company, although he does IT consulting, so I guess he would be a consultant. Have you ever considered doing anything else that's free? I mean, something that I got today, which I found very interesting, was this from Frank. Check this out. This is Frank's free offer today.
Hello, business owner or aspiring online marketer. Are you still wasting your precious time and money on age-old marketing strategies that seldom convert and...
Are you guys able to hear that?
Yeah.
To boost your profits? However, have you always wondered what to do to get the best results for your marketing efforts? Yeah, we all face that. But did you know that Facebook has more than 1.49 billion monthly active users, and this number is increasing daily? Yeah, that's correct. Facebook is one of the most lucrative and inexpensive methods available to market your products to buyers scattered across the globe. It simply means you can easily get consistent and reliable profits without draining your bank account by listening to these self-proclaimed marketing gurus. But the only problem is how to get complete details in one place in order to become successful. Don't worry. You are not alone. Numerous business owners are looking to harness this social media monster so they can get boatloads of visitors on their website. But they don't have the right tools in their hands that can guide them with easy-to-apply steps to advance down the path of success. So, to get massive and consistent traffic flow on your website, pay attention to every word spoken here. Facebook marketing helps you to gather more leads for your business, reduce your marketing expenses considerably, precisely reach your targeted audience, easily build brand loyalty, increase your website traffic, and increase exposure to potential customers. That means you could skyrocket your ROI for your marketing efforts by using this greatest social media and paid advertising monster. After learning this, you will realize the huge growth potential that the effective use of Facebook marketing can provide, and you will be feeling tempted to use it to beat your competitors easily, right? But wait, before you start dreaming of getting the best results, ask yourself, are you up to date with the latest Facebook marketing techniques? Do you know everything required to succeed with the best use of Facebook for your business? Now, let me surprise you with these fascinating eye-openers. More than 70% of marketers use Facebook to gain new customers. Facebook's total revenue for the quarter ending June 30, 2015 was $4.04 billion. Mobile ad revenue now accounts for 76% of Facebook's advertising revenue. Facebook now boasts 40 million active small business pages. Almost 47% of all internet users are using Facebook in some way. 5 new Facebook profiles are created every second. In December 2014, Facebook videos received more than 80% of all video interactions. Social media has a 100% higher lead-to-close rate than outbound marketing. These crazy facts will surely leave you completely amazed, but somewhere, a little doubt is still there in your mind of how to get the most out of Facebook marketing for your business. So, to eliminate your problems and relieve you, here I present the ultimate problem solver. An up-to-date Facebook Marketing 2.0 training guide, jam-packed with training that will clear all doubt from your mind. With its proper use, you can tap into a pool of hungry buyers and explode your profits many times over. It will enable you to become successful without investing thousands of dollars on various trial and error methods. And, most importantly, you will be able to increase brand awareness and promote positive word of mouth for your business. For all this, you don't need to be a hardcore techie. Even a non-tech guy can use them. All these features make this training guide a must-have. and it surely deserves a heavy price. But we are not profit seekers. Our objective is not to rob you of your hard-earned money. So we decided to offer it to you at a very heavy discount, but only for the next few days. Get up now and make this investment that will surely give you more than what you expect out of it. A word of caution, the price will shoot up to its original soon. Trust me, this is your ultimate chance to get the best results for your business and give a dream lifestyle to your family members. We wish you a profitable business ahead.
So this is a really awesome ad. What he did is he went to something like Fiverr, and he says, I need this is the outline that I need. He had it written out, and then he gave this very generic video, and super generic. And you can see that I've been following Frank here. I got 64 items that I've seen from him. And he's got ultimate Facebook systems, email building systems, and so on. But this is the one that really, and he always 50% closing off, email marketing. So he's got all this kind of stuff. And I watch all the marketers, obviously. And I thought that was interesting because this right here, it goes right here to his special offer where it is $9.97. So you can get Facebook marketing, LinkedIn marketing, email marketing, email list building made easy, and the never cold call again system for $49, 50% off. So this is his whole upset. So it's 10, 20, 30, 40, $100. You get all this kind of stuff. And I mean, really super affordable. Now, this is the catch. How likely
business owner or aspiring online marketer.
How likely are most people to buy it and then actually implement it? What is the percentage rate?
Probably like 5%, maybe 2%.
Yes, exactly. That's exactly right.
Really?
Yeah. It's actually even less than that. It's in the real estate industry where I was spending a lot of my time in the early days. From 100 people that would go into a real estate course and spend $15,000 to $20,000 to $30,000, only one out of the 100 would actually even close to make their money back. Wow. 1 out of 100. Yeah, it's incredible. And so that's what come in the early days as I was learning marketing. The idea was give it all away because they're still not going to be able to do it. And I mean, I'm a perfect example of that. I've got so many different courses and programs and so on that I got to be doing and looking at and this and that I have to really truly prioritize my time. And so what I was thinking for you, Celeste, is that something like this really works well for you because it gives them a hands-off. It shows them what it is that they're getting. I mean, all this information here could easily just be used by you in some kind of strategic way, I'm sure, right?
Quite possibly, but I don't have anything at this time except my follow-up kit, but I still need to be involved to create a component of it. So I have nothing that can be totally automated yet. So it's something on the horizon that if I have something that I can just send people to, they can buy it and they can just use it, that would be ideal, but I'm not there yet.
You're thinking inside the box. So let's think outside the box.
Okay.
Would you say that you could talk about all this information right here and still include yourself in the process and just show them what opportunity there is? For instance, with 1.4 billion users online and 40,000 new businesses that come online, I think it was each month, there's a real opportunity for you to just get the message out there using your own Facebook marketing. And then, so I guess the idea is what free offers are you making, kind of with what I was recommending with Jonathan. And then that goes right into Alignable, LinkedIn, and Facebook when it comes to you just getting the word out there. Because nowadays it's about using all of these mediums, not just one of the mediums, right?
Right.
So just saying, you have your free 2 hours, but how many times have you done your conversion rate is probably about 50, 60%. So what if you could pre-qualify your clients beforehand and get a 75% closing rate? And that's something that one of my mentors does. What he does is he has something called a bribe to join. And his bribe to join program is that you get all of this cool stuff if you sign up for his monthly program, and you just get that ongoing. So just some different ways of communicating with what we can give away on the social media and on the Facebook. So last week, Diane, hi, welcome, by the way.
She muted herself, I guess.
No, she's here. I heard her. Hello? You just need to say hey. Diane?
Technology.
She's probably figuring out how to unmute.
Oh, she is unmuted. Oh, I wasn't going to make her presenter, but she can be presenter if she wants, I guess. Okay, no big deal. So Diane texted me the other day and says she's really happy she reached 400 LinkedIn members finally, all within her target market. And so one of the things that we talked about earlier today was our target market. So let's start with Jonathan. Today we talked about database development. And what was something that you want to add to your database?
On my database, one of my clients, they are doing the property management, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so you mentioned to me, you reminded me that actually that would be kind of a target, right? Because if they are happy with my service, they could potentially refer me to their tenants, right? I think that's a good thought.
Yeah, so here we go, Vancouver, Canada, Peak Property Management, agent account. And then here's DK Property Management. Here's Investors Property Management. Here's Dunedin Property Management. I hope I said that right. And then here's another property management. So all these property management companies right here. And so Rosalie this week said, she goes, Odin, I just have better results when I just do a send now like that. She's been getting better results.
That's what she said.
That's what she said. She says that she's getting better results when she just connects automatically like that, which is absolutely possible. So we're going to try these three and see what happens. For me, I personally like to send a note, and I like to say, hey, I'd like to connect with you on LinkedIn. Look forward to getting to know you and your business. That's what I like to send.
Yeah. Last week, last week I tried to get connected with some prospects. Some are owners, and probably half of them kind of accepted my invitation. And some are like IT managers, right? I sent out to them. I said, I'm expanding the network in the Lower Mainland, right? I wanted to get a bigger network for in the IT industry. But most of them ignored me, the IT managers.
Well, that's okay. So remember, under companies, you can follow certain property management companies. And then what you can do, so here's Campbell Property Management. We can take a look at them. So there's 159 employees on LinkedIn. 159 employees for this particular. This is in Florida, though. We don't want Florida. So clearly we're going to have to go property management in Vancouver.
Yeah.
And you can do the same thing on the LinkedIn, on the Facebook. So yeah, all of these are all interrelated. What I find is that it's interesting because who do I have here? I have 8 new businesses that have been added to the business, and then I can see all the notifications, so unalignable. So I'm slowly every single, so here's 14 businesses, 6 businesses, 8 businesses. Here's another 6 businesses, 3 businesses from 6 days ago. So you can see that I'm actively, so 6 days ago is when we started working on this. So I've got 2, that's 5, that's 11, and then another 14, so that's 25, and then that's 31, so 39 new businesses in the last week. 39 businesses in 1 week, that's an excellent key performance indicator. That's a KPI. And so the other thing that I've done is how many messages have I sent out each week? And so you saw me, so here's one. Thank you, I'm going to drop in. So here it is. I sent that message. Thanks. I'm not working. If I'm not working, I'll drop in. So I have to let her know this only happens once a month. So the next thing is here is for the LinkedIn. When I was taking a look at LinkedIn, so we go look at the network, and this is where a little bit more work needs to come in, because I didn't use strategic. So it might be impressive that I have 935 connections. Ooh, great. But really, how much business have I done on LinkedIn? When I take a look at people, like there's some people that have 25,000 people that they've connected to on LinkedIn. What I really want is I want to build, those relationships. And what I'm really looking for is I'm looking for when you view the profile, you'll notice I changed some stuff. I got the picture back there. I've got trainer, educator, and coach for customized 12-month marketing plan, templates and systems for business owners. I changed all that. Last week we had this homework where we said, what is the demographic breakdown of your target audience? So I hope that you guys were able to just take a look at that. And if you weren't able to look at that, let's take a look at that now for the next 10 or 20 minutes and help you write that out. I know that Celeste, I think that you worked on this last. You said you were going to try to work on it. Did you happen to take a look at it and fill that out, and maybe have everyone who's here today, we can help them fill theirs out too?
Yeah, I did all the 5 steps that we talked about. Perfect.
Do you want to go through those 5 steps?
Sure.
I think it would really help everyone, because Jonathan really wants to, he's looking on getting onto Facebook, even though remember, this is Social Media Monday, even though it's Tuesday. Let's see what you've got going on. Maybe there's a relationship that can be built there and so on. So do I have you here? Is this you right here? I think it is, yes. There, this is you. Perfect. Vancouver Island Queen, empowering entrepreneurs to generate referrals and sales with Facebook. That's awesome. Great. So I don't see your background image. So tell us what you got.
Oh, that's weird that because I do have a background image.
I saw it before. It's just probably it's probably the browser. It does that.
Okay.
So let's talk about, what is the demographic breakdown of your target audience?
Basically, solopreneurs aged 40 to 65 that want to harness the power of marketing on a small budget to grow their business. So, and I specialize with people looking for Facebook help.
Nice. Perfect. Okay, what was your pain points, problems, challenges? And I really love that you said solopreneurs. Solopreneurs. It's a kind of like a play on words there. I really like that. So I'm going to close these tabs. I'm going to reopen. So go ahead to the next one. What's the pain buttons?
Well, you had headline. So it was photo, headline, contact information, summary, and rich media.
Mm-hmm.
Those were the 5 things that you said for us to work on.
Yeah, so what I have is the demographics, what pain points. So am I on the wrong one that I'm showing here?
I think so. Let's see here.
So it says here, photo, headline, contact information, summary, media, rich, and experience. That's right. So
yeah.
what it is that what we have right here is we also have, this is the worksheet. So
okay, I missed that, but okay, so we'll.
Okay, no big deal. It's all good. So because the idea is that, so there you are. So the idea was to take this. So you have a nice photo, and so then the headline. So you worked on the headline, and we gave a bunch of headlines. So what's interesting, there's I don't see here solopreneurs.
It's in the write-up just below it.
Oh, I help solopreneurs ages 45 to harness the marketing power of a small budget to grow successfully. There it is. Perfect. I see it. And then so there's and then you have, give me a call today for a free marketing assessment. I think that's pretty awesome. So what pain points, problems, challenges do you help solve the target audience? So let's take a look at this, guys. So she helps people with small budgets. That's a pain point for everyone. And between ages 40 to 65. So she understands that the younger generation doesn't necessarily need her help. But the older generation, my generation, we're pretty busy being successful, and we know that the age of social media has dawned upon us, and it's really important to start paying special attention of how important it is. And so that's pain button. and you're pressing that between these ages, because anyone that is between those ages, they want to harness their marketing power, and quite frankly, they have families. I don't know, 65-year-old guys, they're probably not too savvy when it comes to it, and they may be working for another 5 to 10 years until 75. It's really true. That's happening nowadays. And so what problems are they having? They just don't have enough time in the day to work on their social media on a daily basis. So let's go a little bit more into that. What other pain buttons do you have?
Well, it's a little bit lower down in the write-up.
Mm-hmm.
But I basically talk about doing it under a cloak of anonymity so that their branding stays consistent. So some of the pain points of using a marketing company is that they're concerned that they will continue to have a consistent brand if someone else takes over.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And to keep them top of mind. So just to make sure that they're always in public. So one of their pain points is that, they don't have time to keep themselves in the public online.
Which nowadays, if you're going to go take a look at something, you're going to go online and do some research. So this is super important. It's really important. Great. So what are some of the results that you've achieved for your past clients and employers? So let's take a look at that. What we have is she's got some pretty good connections over here. So 24 connections and so on. So getting some of your clients to come on here and give you these endorsements truly help you out. I'm doing the same thing. I want to actually, I'm thinking that next week I want to work on these referrals. So on over here, so we have 13 people recommending me, and then here, how many do you have recommending you? And then 24 is pretty good. Social media, marketing management, that's great. And you can also add some testimonials. Do you know how to add testimonials to your profile?
So recommendations?
Yeah, you can add those yourself. Perfect.
I can add them myself, or have to ask people to add them?
Well, there's two things you can do. Under your, so let's go to my Facebook page, my LinkedIn page, and I'll show you some ideas, some tricks. So what you're able to do is you're able to see more, and what you're able to write some stuff here. And then what you're able to do under here is you're able to upload pictures, videos, and presentations, and photos, and documents.
Yeah, I did that.
Perfect. So let's take a look at yours.
So the only thing, because they're linked to my Facebook, the box is empty, but I've told them when they click it, I've given direction, click view source above to see the video.
So I'm trying to find it. Where is it?
Right below my Modern Marketing Advantage. No, go back.
I'm going back.
Scroll down, and then scroll down to where? Scroll down.
Okay, I'm scrolling.
Right in there.
Right here, these.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So you can add pictures to that, by the way. It might be.
How? It doesn't let me, because they're.
Click view source above the video. Okay, so. Click view source above to see the video. Oh, duh. Jeez. Interesting.
Hi, my name is Celeste, and I'm the founder of Modern Marketing Vantage. I'm the Facebook expert for Vancouver Island, and I assist small businesses and solopreneurs to manage and market their Facebook business pages. I also do coaching, so if you'd like to do it yourself, you're welcome to contact me. And if you have any questions and want to know any tips or anything like that on Facebook, message me here on my page, and I'd love to assist you. Talk to you soon. Bye.
Perfect.
Hi, my name is Celeste.
I like that a lot. That's very nice.
Thanks.
There should be a way to, because I've seen it done before.
What I'm thinking is, because I didn't natively upload I use links. They don't provide photos. Like I can't do. There is a photo. Like when I click delete this media, like I don't have a choice to upload a photo though.
Interesting, because this is really nice.
Yeah, that particular one, I don't have the video. The other one that you watched is native on Facebook. I could probably try and pull it off.
Have you considered actually posting it directly into LinkedIn?
How do you do that?
Let me just see what I can do here. So you're going to go down to your see more, your edit your pages. I recommend doing it up here, and then you can upload a video directly. So just kind of up here. Just let me. I guess I'll upload a couple of pictures, like this picture here.
So when you say upload, all I have is a link.
So
do you have to have the file on your computer?
Yes, you should get the file on your computer. Yes.
Okay, so I'll have to learn how to do that.
So let's just put focus group here and see what happens. So there, yeah, so you can see the picture. That's our focus group. So I have a whole bunch of those that I can start adding. And so this week, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start adding these pictures and different focus groups that we've been doing. And what I'll do is I'll add a video or something just to show that you can actually get a video directly linked in.
Okay.
Is this helping you guys as well? Jonathan?
Oh, yeah.
Diane?
Yeah, it's helping. Thank you.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, so Diane, now that I can hear you, welcome. So
I had to change microphones.
Yes, I hear you. So basically, what are some of the specific results that you've achieved for past clients? So what I'm going to do this week is I'm going to put the testimonials that I've received into the into the LinkedIn, so that people, when they come, they're going to see all these awesome testimonials and so on. I recommend doing the same for yourself. And what you can do is you can get a really cool tool called Jing, Jing. I'll show you right here. And Jing is a free tool by TechSmith. And what it does, it allows you to take video as well. I think there's a video component on there. And then you should be able to copy the video right over, and then, or you should ask the person who has that video what they can do to maybe give you a copy of it. Or you can maybe try to download it directly from Facebook. But what you want to do is you want to do your best to get it onto YouTube or VidMe, and you also want to use the internal players that they have on Facebook and LinkedIn. So it's a little bit more work, but you'll find that you'll get those results because people who are on Facebook are also on LinkedIn. And what I'm finding is that people use one or the other. So I was really I'm a Facebook fan. I prefer Facebook over LinkedIn totally. But what I'm finding is that, having to do both is really advantageous. So what unique skills or experience do you have that will help you separate from your competition? You've already got that down there. And what are you passionate about outside of work? And that's an interesting point. You have to show that you're a normal human being. So let's go to Diane. Did you manage to take a look at this for yourself?
So I was playing around with a few things. I did change my headline.
Or 16.
Yes, I'm up 16 people from Friday. Yay!
Yeah, that's great news.
I also had...
You're going to hit 500 pretty quick.
I also had 5 conversations in the last week with people too, so... Wow,
that's
busy.
Now, the question is, what kind of conversations are you having, and have these people signed up for your event?
So I've got interest in my event, but I need to set a date for my event, so that would be helpful. So yes.
Well, you can hold it.
They would be interested, and I do have the interest, so I have the okay to email them when I set the date.
Okay, so let's talk sales process now. So the first step is that, okay, what we're doing is we're taking pre-orders, and the pre-order, in order to save and secure your spot, the cost is $100.
Okay.
So you want to just show that interest.
Okay.
And just say, when the date, I'll make sure that you get 4 weeks of notice for that date. And for that $100, you get to take any of the courses that are coming up over the next year. Do you see how all of a sudden I've just kind of made this all-inclusive for you? So if you miss this one, you can still take the other one, but I still put $100 in your pocket.
Right.
So that's kind of what I'd like to see you doing for conversions.
Okay,
really
so I could go back to all the people that I talked to. We established mutual ground in terms of interests and what I do and what they do. So think I've got a good rapport established with each of those individuals. So now it's just following up with them again.
Yeah, and test and measure that sales process. We can talk about this bit more when we speak next, okay? And also, if I noticed that you don't have a back picture here, so grab a picture. So you'll notice that what I did is I changed my picture here. So I added this picture. I had the very basic one last week, just like what you've got. So you want to do that. Chief Learning Architect, helping professionals, entrepreneurs, and students engage at both sides of the brain. That's interesting. I like that, but it still doesn't tell me that you help people master 25,000 words in a minute. So let's take a look. Did you do all of these 5 steps by any chance last week, or have a look at them even?
I definitely did the headline, and then I thought my language isn't exactly the same in the bio, because what I did is I tried to put everything in a positive spin, so pain points are maybe not as pronounced as they should be.
Yeah, so what I would do is the average professional. So what we have is engaging your demographics. So what you're doing is learning to stay current in your field is critical in today's competitive work environment. Yeah, for sure, I like that. But you're not identifying who your target market is. Your target market is students and professionals, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So students, because they have to learn a crazy amount, and professionals because they have to continue learning.
Right.
So maybe call out to your target market. So, but I haven't read the rest of it. So let's just say through the field of educational psychology, neuro-linguistic programming, and accelerated learning, my passion is to share with you tools, tips, and techniques that will help you learn faster and more effectively. How? You're not pressing my pain buttons. So I really would like for you to press those. Because you need to engage a maximum potential of your mind, the system, you'll learn to empower your mind to absorb information through the whole mind process. It's interesting. You make me ask questions. You had 5 people inquire. I wonder if we change this a little, if we could have it to 10 people inquire, right? That's how we know if our marketing is working. Now you'll be able to learn new information easily and effortlessly while integrating the material for maximum return on your investment of time. Okay, that's cool. Oh yeah, nice. Oh, that's perfect. Interesting. Cool. So that's something that you like more people. Like more stuff. You can't just like mine.
I know.
Okay, like I appreciate it, but you have to get out there and like more stuff. Okay, one of the things I wanted to show you is what I finished this week as well on the LinkedIn calendar or the LinkedIn profile. Here is so you notice that every week this is our opportunity to work on this, right? So just even if you spend 30 or 20 minutes working on it just today for the rest of the week, that's better than what you did before. So I changed this, I added that, I put a new picture. I don't have the black and white picture that's over here in my Facebook page, right? And that's the black and white picture. So I changed that. And then what I did is maybe I got to change my headline a little bit too. I got to work on that. And then you can see that I actually like people's activities. I do my best. And then what I did is I added these pictures here. So I added this one, that one, I got this one. And then all the ones that I was able to, I changed that one right there. I'm not the owner of this one and or that one there, so I can't really change that. And this one is no longer. This one is only in business for a little while, so that's not there either. And so as soon as I start getting this worked up, then I want to start getting more referrals, because out of 900 people, most of those people know me. At least 100 people know me. There's no reason why they shouldn't be liking my or giving me, what's it called? Endorsements. So here with the mind mapping instructor, you can grab a picture, just grab any picture, then you're going to go over to the work and you're going to go over to create a company page, and you're going to create a mind map instructor picture for yourself so that people can see the picture. And then photo reading. So do that for both of them, okay?
Yeah, so I was just struggling under the work, because the thing that I was talking to you earlier about is that a name for my company, like New Training Strategies, isn't really my company name, so I need to change that. So that's where the...
Oh, but does New Training Strategy, so you're the representative of New Training Strategies here in Vancouver, correct?
Well, yes, because my colleague in the States actually has a company called New Training Strategies, so he told me just to use his company name for now until I got my own. So.
Okay, no problem. Does he have a page here on LinkedIn yet?
Oh yeah, he's on LinkedIn. He actually has about 13,000 people in his network.
Oh, okay, perfect. So then why don't you just connect with that instead?
I could do that, I suppose.
Yeah, for sure. It adds credibility to what you're doing.
Yeah, so if you look at my endorsements or my recommendations below, Tom Cavanaugh is the one who he gave me recommendations lower down.
Right there, yes.
So.
Perfect. And yeah, this is great. Look at that. This is perfect. Exactly what you want. Great. Perfect. So yeah, I understand now about changing your name.
Yeah.
We could easily, we'll do that tomorrow.
Okay.
So what are some of the specific results you've achieved for your past clients? So you can add that to your summary. And so next week, what I'll do is I'm going to work on this week. I'm just going to keep on adding to it because ultimately I'm getting results. I'd like to see you guys get results as well, right? You're going to keep on adding your target market over here with professionals, lawyers, and so on, right?
Yeah, so I have made connections with a few lawyers, a couple of tutoring agencies, and I have a couple of people who are interested in meeting with me this week. So.
Oh my goodness, that's so good. So basically, what you're saying is what we're doing is actually working.
Yes, precisely.
Huh, I love it. I love it when it works.
So hence, I still need to work, even though my profile needs some improvement yet.
Yeah.
The connections that I'm making seem to be quite good, so I'm happy.
And I want to ask Celeste a question here. So Celeste, I want to know what is the best way for me to increase the numbers on my business profile over here?
Organically or paid?
I'm all about the organic.
What I would recommend then is basically joining a bunch of relevant groups on Facebook.
Yes.
I mean, there's a couple few ways that are simple if you have these particular tools. So maybe I should jump into that first. If you have a client list of emails, you can upload them to your Facebook page to invite them all to like your page. So I'd encourage you to do that first.
Okay.
Yeah, and then if you've got friends on Facebook, there's an opportunity to invite them all to your business page through a button on your business page. You can do the personal email if you want, but you can also do that.
Right,
yeah.
Like that?
Yeah, and what Facebook
do you want to just invite people that are really just going to do business with you, or do you want to invite everybody?
I would invite everybody because it comes into building your community. So when you go networking and into networking groups, it's not necessarily just to get clients from that networking group. It's to get to know them so that when you, like, let's say you're an accountant and you're meeting a bunch of people and they don't need you in the group, but, their mother does or one of their customers does. If you keep in touch with them and you keep networking with them, you'll be top of mind. Go, you know what? Celeste is an amazing accountant. I know her from my networking group. Let me hook you up. So I would never just look at someone and invite them. Oh, well, you're a potential client. Oh, you're not. Because you build those relationships in any environment. So same thing, LinkedIn, Alignable. Like if you're building those relationships with people, I would select other business people though. I mean, somebody who doesn't have a business, who has a day job, won't really care about serving people in the capacity that we all do because we've got people coming to us to buy our services or products.
So Facebook is, it's interesting. I've been wondering about this for a while. So, because I got the LinkedIn stuff, I understand that. I understand, I'm understanding it. I'm understanding Alignable pretty darn good. And when it came to Facebook and growing that organically, I understand what you're saying now, that it's about making those connections and giving value to your community. And do you find for yourself, because I mean, I look at a lot of these, because I've got some other Facebook pages that I go on to, and like they have 20 or 30,000 people. And so what I did is I said, hey, I'd like to help you manage your Facebook profile. Can you make me an admin? No one took me up on the offer, but is that kind of an approach that could be taken as well to grow my network?
but what would be your purpose to manage theirs? To start inviting their people to your page?
Well, yeah, just to help them out. Yes.
That's not helping them out if you're trying to kind of grab their clients. Am I misunderstanding?
No, I wouldn't necessarily be trying to. Well, first of all, a lot of these groups are not active, or as active as they could be, and
okay.
so it would just be a way to just grow, like have another reach of potential clients.
If they've basically, yeah, I mean, if they've let their group go, you could ask permission and just say, like, it's a stagnant group. I don't know, because, I mean, yeah, I guess there might be somebody that just goes, yeah, sure, here, have at her. But most of the time, you're better just to start your own group, because you've got now people that you've cultivated and that you've been, you know, whatever you do as a profession, you can gather people around that. But you can also start a group that is like a satellite, or not even a satellite topic. Like, if you love horses, start a group on people who love horses, because what happens is they get to know you as a horse lover. They love horses. You establish relationships that way. And then, oh, by the way, and it's just because you're getting to know each other, go, I'm an accountant. Then so that's a group. So it can be a casual, fun group for you.
Okay, cool. So what I'm seeing here is that, because you're expanding my mind onto the business front of the Facebook, which is really nice. Because I mean that's kind of, I think you're giving everyone here some pretty decent ideas about how they can build their groups out. So Diane could take everything that she's done on LinkedIn, put that up on Facebook, and then create a how to use your mind fully, or whatever it is, you know, whatever she wants her group to be named. I'm just thinking off the top of my head. I'm not thinking strategically.
Yeah.
Then she could invite all of her Facebook friends, and could she also invite her LinkedIn friends to the Facebook? Have you interlinked them that way yourself?
The thing is, people tend to like to be on the social media that they're on, but if they are on multiple social medias, then what you do is you need to be able to let people know where to find you. So if you're predominantly on Facebook, then that's where you advertise, and that's where you invite people to come. So you may have some crossover people that come from LinkedIn. Some of them might like to stay in LinkedIn. So then if you're business to business, then you might want to start a group on LinkedIn. It depends on the platform of who you're trying to attract. But predominantly Facebook is business consumer, and gives you the opportunity to develop relationships. So just with that in mind, let's say they start a Facebook group. You could go on LinkedIn and find people to converse with and say, well, hey, come and join my group here on Facebook and we'll chat, because then you can bring them onto that platform. So I use LinkedIn to find someone, like as if I need to find someone like based on their position in a company or something. I find them there, and then I go on Facebook and I find them and I start chatting them up there.
Interesting. So I could basically use Alignable the exact same way. I can take Alignable as an initial lead, because I'm finding that Alignable actually gets some pretty good results, but then everyone is on Alignable is also on LinkedIn and on Facebook. So I guess what it is just looking to see where each of these people are comfortable in that zone. And then the way I see it is that it's a database. And so I have to use all three of them. That brings me to the next question: Instagram and Pinterest. How relevant are they to what it is that we do for growing our business?
It totally depends. Like, all the platforms totally depend on who they're trying to attract.
Because I'm finding that younger people, my wife, for instance, she loves using Instagram and Pinterest. She uses Twitter too. She's on Twitter all the time. So is that are you on those three platforms also, out of curiosity?
I am on Pinterest, and I am not on Instagram, and Twitter, yes, I am. So there's different functionality for all of them, though. And for Instagram, Pinterest for me, because I'm a certified interior decorator before this, being a marketer. So I love interior decorating stuff. So I used it for my own personal use for many years before I changed to my business profile. But that's why I use it. Instagram, I'm not the type to post a photo every day. So for me, it didn't have an appeal. Now, Instagram is predominantly young, 18 to 25-year-olds, mostly female, but also like the 40-year-old women that like to take selfies.
Yep. Yeah.
So again, it's
not
just
really my target market.
So it's like I actually run a little workshop on it because I go through all the major platforms that people are going to question to figure out which one's the best for their business, and they all have relevant usage, but also same thing with YouTube. If you cannot do video, then YouTube's not a channel that you would be on because you can't produce what needs to go on there. So same thing with Instagram. If you have a company that really isn't a photographic, like an accountant, that really wouldn't fly on Instagram. I mean, unless you were so creative. But hey, a photographer or a clothing designer or an artist, or you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. So
they all have their relevance.
Thanks so much, Celeste, for that insight. That was so helpful. Gave me some wonderful ideas to work with for the rest of the week. Jonathan.
Yes, I'm here.
Hey, Jonathan. So we ran out of time for today. So what I was hoping you'd be able to do is take a look at your LinkedIn profile maker and do your best to add some stuff onto that and get on to
yeah, you know, last week I didn't make it for the mastermind. I missed some content. I do have that background picture.
Yeah,
I just find one, put it there.
Yeah, I see. So we have 11 mutual connections, and I mean you have the Turbo IT logo there. You have TELUS there. You have all the ones that are necessary, and you're just growing your LinkedIn profile out. This week, if you can just take a look at your demographics, the pain points, and just fill this out, what I'm looking at right here, if you can just fill that little page out there, whatever you can, and then we can add that onto your LinkedIn page. And this week is about you going in and getting your Facebook page finally set up, which I think would be really
definitely do that.
Perfect. That would be more than enough homework. And everyone else, I'd like for you to come on next week if you've missed this week. I know there's a number of you that just expect these videos to come to you, but you see, if no one shows up and you leave me alone, there will be no video. So I'm almost tempted to say that no video will go out anymore. You have to come live. But Celeste and Jonathan and Diane, the fact that you guys are here makes me very, very, very happy. Can you commit to coming back again next week for the same time, same place? Monday, though. Monday I can. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I think so. Hey,
perfect.
Hey, Odie, I think I know we are out of time. A very quick question. Is there a place on LinkedIn to put a testimonial?
Yes, there is.
Is it just kind of a dedicated session, or I just put it in my
There's no dedicated section. There is no dedicated section per se. What you can do is you can put it under you can put it here under your experience, where it says upload information. So you can upload information, right?
Probably just copy paste, right? Copy the testimonials.
Copy paste it. That's exactly right. So I would put the testimonials there, and then what I would also do is I would put the testimonials here, like I did for the focus group. So you just upload, and then what you can do is you can take one of your let's just see here. So what I would do is I would make it a picture.
I see. Okay, I can figure that out.
Turn it into a JPEG would be your best bet. And then you can make a link to it, right?
Yeah.
And so there's a link right here to paste, and then there's an upload. And then if you see here, there's a picture. What I'm able to do is I'm able to say what the description of the picture is, and I'm able to add some more details. So I'm able to say, okay, here's a picture of the client. I'm able to put the testimonial down there, and that would really help you out quite a bit.
Okay, good. Thank you.
All right. Okay, guys, that was very, very fun this week. I enjoyed it. Thank you so much, Celeste, for your insight. It was really helpful, truly. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thanks, everybody. Bye.
Call Celeste for your 2 hours. She's affordable. I can attest to that. I know what some of the other people are charging in the industry, and she truly is affordable. Thanks, Celeste.
Awesome. Is there any way that you can share for them, like a way for them to contact me? Because I don't think we know anybody's contact information here.
Let's talk about that first, if that's okay.
Yeah. That's fine.
That'd be good. How about we do it for next week?
Sure.
Awesome. That way you're coming next week. Woohoo! I think people can look you up on LinkedIn if they saw your name too.
That's true. That's totally true.
If somebody truly wants to get a hold of you, I think they can get a hold of you on LinkedIn.
Awesome.
All right, guys. Thanks so much, everyone. Bye.
Bye.